players have to have that winning mentality to do it. And he compares Mahomes and Lamar with that. But then he went a step further, Brad, of talking about Lamar Jackson, and really not that he's saying he's the best player in the world, which Colin Cowherd believes that, but he says that he's the perfect player for how he handles himself and with the skill set he has. So let's play that clip for you guys.
And then there's Lamar Jackson, and he's asking questions, humble, not seeking affirmation, not seeking validation. That's the thing. When you're really successful, it's really, really hard and takes you ever to be successful. And he's been doubted and criticized, and he's lost big games. He's just the nicest kid in the world. I don't know how you don't like him. A dominant play. I mean, it's just insane to me. 5 touchdowns, no picks. You get all the upside. You get none of the downside. And that's why Lamar Jackson is such a perfect player. And that's why he should be the soul of a franchise. He cares about the right stuff. The next win, the next big play, the next divisional rival. It is all windshield. It's no rear view mirror. Never pontificating about a moment, romanticizing the past. It's all about scoring and not celebrating. I mean, this kid he's all about tomorrow and the next play and winning and competing. None of the nonsense you see. And I think we're very lucky in pro sports because most of the great players are about that. But Mahomes and Lamar Jackson really stick out about that. These guys are the world's best at what they do, and they're incredibly grateful and incredibly humble. The only time I ever see Lamar Jackson really upset, really, really emotional. You ever notice this? When he makes the highly infrequent mistake, when he throws the rare interception or he can't pick up a first down, that's when he shows emotion. He owns an entire conference in professional football. 20 touchdowns, no picks. Impossible.
So right there in general, Brad, it's going through the motions of Lamar and Cowherd just driving this point home. Lamar doesn't get caught up in what's being said. In the past, I think he, just like every person, they're human. They understand the criticisms you're going to have, but he doesn't get caught up in trying to prove people wrong. He doesn't get caught up in trying to be the best. He's trying to win. That's his focus. And on top of it, he's winning games and he's going out there and being the best player on the field week in and week out.
It's interesting that there's a lot of guys such as Colin Cowherd in the beginning of Lamar Jackson's career that was super critical of his style of play. And now it's one of those things where we're seeing a lot of, mainstream type media, sports channels or sports platforms really buying into Lamar Jackson. And now you can't convince a guy like Colin Cowherd from anything else other than he's the greatest football player on the field in all 32 teams, which is kind of crazy to see.
Yeah, and you know what? As we're looking at this, I was getting a little infuriated. I was looking at Nick Wright on Fox Sports as well. I guess he talked with Colin again.
Yeah, he's
today.
just a troll. He's just a troll.
But he even said, he compares them to prime James Harden and Joel Embiid. First ballot Hall of Famers, unreliable in the biggest spots of the year. I don't like using that comparison because I know Joel and James Harden are fun players, but they also don't win as much as Lamar does. And also, Lamar is now, if Lamar were to win his 3rd MVP right now, the rarefied air that you would be in is unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Third in 7 years, by the way.
Yeah.
He'll be the youngest player to have won 3 MVPs as well.
Yeah. I think that people do forget that Lamar is 27 years old. And yeah, Joe S., I know that Nick Wright is a Chiefs fan, Patrick Mahomes fan. All good there. Like, it's all there. It's just when you say things like that, the one thing that you watched with Harden and Embiid, and also with Joel Embiid, I'm not going to close the door on Joel either. But for James, I don't like that comparison because people are acting about, he's just flashy and he puts up these numbers. The Baltimore Ravens have a chance to be the top seed for the 3rd time in 5 years. Now the Chiefs are looking like number 1. I just think it's downplaying what Lamar does. So look, at the end of the day, back to Cowherd's point, back to Colin's point. What you want from your leader is a guy that is focused, driven, not distracted, and has one goal in mind, and that is to bring a championship back to Baltimore. That is the guy that you want leading your franchise. And in a day and age where you can be in the wrong place or say the wrong thing more frequently because of social media, and there's a
Yep.
camera out there waiting for you to mess up, Lamar is always staying humble. He's always taking care of what he has to take care of, and he's moving on to the next game, which is the most important game. Yeah,
Yep.
they're playing the Browns, and we were talking down the road. Well, guess what? The most important game to the team in Lamar is Cleveland now. That is their Super Bowl matchup this week. And then they'll keep moving on. And so
Yep.
it's a testament. It's a testament to the person. And I think above all, Brad, I think it's just you have those moments. I saw that The Office has that meme. I forget it's Stu from The Hangover, where he's like,
Yeah.
I wish people would tell you when you're in the good old days before you leave them. And I just hope that people realize I hope people realize you're watching one of the greatest quarterbacks that you might see in your lifetime. And we're telling you, it's here.
Yeah.
Enjoy it because soon enough, that moment's going to end.